Okay, so when you think of Agra, I bet one shimmering white monument immediately pops into your head, right? But today, we're not starting there. We're actually going to explore its prequel, the incredible story behind the story, and it all centers on the massive red fortress that looms over the city, Agra Fort.
We all know the Taj Mahal, but the epic tale of love, power, and, yes, betrayal that led to its creation, well, that didn't just happen out of thin air. It all went down right here, inside the walls of this fortress. This is where the story of the Taj truly began. Long before it became the backdrop for one of history's greatest love stories, Agra Fort was the absolute heart of the Mughal universe. It was a powerhouse of empire, of unimaginable wealth, and just raw ambition.
And believe it or not, the history of this spot goes back much further than the Mughals. Before they ever showed up, there was an ancient brick fort here called Badalgarh. For centuries, it was held by Hindu Rajput clans and then the sultans of Delhi. So this land was always important. You can tell how crucial this fort was from day one of the Mughal Empire. When the first emperor, Babur, took it, his son, Humayun, found a treasure so massive it included the legendary, and I mean legendary, Koh-i-Noor diamond. This wasn't just some strategic outpost, it was a treasure chest.
But the emperor who really gave the fort its iconic, powerful form was Akbar the Great. He looked at that old, ruined brick fort and saw something way grander. A symbol of raw, undeniable imperial power.
And to really get a sense of this project, you have to picture the manpower. Every single day, 4,000 builders were working on this site. And for 8 solid years, from 1565 to 1573, they just worked relentlessly to bring Akbar's massive vision to life. And the result? A fortress sprawling over 94 acres. I mean, let's be real. This wasn't just a fort, it was a heavily fortified, totally self-contained walled city.
And this is where you see Akbar's genius. On the outside, he built a military beast with these intimidating 70-foot-high walls. But inside, it was a masterpiece of architecture. His court historian actually recorded over 500 buildings inside, blending Islamic, Persian, and Hindu designs. It was a fortress built for war, but designed for an empire of culture.
So then, the next generation comes along. Akbar's grandson, Shah Jahan, takes power, and he has a completely different vision for the fort. His was all about elegance and this kind of ethereal beauty. You can literally see the shift in vision right here. His grandfather, Akbar, saw power in red sandstone and pure military might. But Shah Jahan, the great aesthetic, he saw beauty in delicate white marble and stunning palaces. The fort was about to get a major makeover. And get this, Shah Jahan didn't just add to the fort, he actually tore down a lot of his grandfather's red sandstone buildings. He just cleared them out to make way for his own signature white marble palaces, transforming that rugged fortress into a luxurious imperial home. But this is where the story of beauty and power takes a really dark, tragic turn. In one of history's most poignant ironies, the very palace that Shah Jahan perfected would become his own gilded cage. Just think about it for a second. This is Shah Jahan, the absolute ruler, the man who commissioned the Taj Mahal, the master of this vast, wealthy empire. And yet he was overthrown and locked up inside his own fortress by his own son, Aurangzeb, after a bloody war for the throne. Just a brutal, shocking family betrayal. For 8 long years, from 1658 until he died in 1666, Shah Jahan was confined to the Musaman Burj, which is an octagonal tower inside the fort. His whole world just shrank to a few marble rooms, with only one source of comfort left. And that comfort was his daily view across the river. He spent the last years of his life as a prisoner, able to do nothing but gaze out at the magnificent tomb he had built for his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal. The monument to his love became the symbol of his loss. Now, after the Mughals, the fort's story was far from over. I mean, its strategic importance meant that every rising power in India wanted a piece of it. The resilience of this fort is just incredible. It was captured by regional Jat rulers, then it became a prize in the wars between the powerful Marathas and their enemies before it finally fell to the British in 1803. It even saw battle during the Indian Rebellion of 1857. It wasn't until 1983 that it was finally recognized for its immense historical value by UNESCO.
So here's the thought I want to leave you with. We all see the Taj Mahal as the ultimate symbol of love after death. But Agra Fort, it's the living counterpart. It's the stage where that love story actually played out, where an empire was ruled, where a family tore itself apart, and where a king's greatest creation became his final lonely view. It's not just a prequel, it's the entire complicated human story.